welcome back to LMC Varsity Sports alongside Peter Vera. I am Rob Moretti, back at the Palmer Gym for the home opener. It's the Mamaroneck Tigers boys basketball team against the Harrison Huskies. And Peter, these are two teams that 0-0, they're trying to start their season off on the right foot. What can they try to do today to get their season started the way they'd like?
Well, Rob, I think they got to start on a very fast pace if they want to get a very good game going. They should get really passing going on, a lot of passing, and see a little threes. I've seen the pregame, and they were hitting a lot of nice threes. If they can get that going, this game is going to be a very nice one.
We'll see if they're able to get the three ball hot early. Opening tip-off coming up next on LMC TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, the non-starters for the Harrison Huskies. First of all, injured today will not be playing Ethan Evans. Number 4, Josh Cooper. Number 14, Connor Novak. Number 22, Michael Plotkin. Number 23, Austin Evans. Number 24, Christian Murphy. Number 30, Marco Angarano. And number 50, Zeth Jurisevic. And now the Husky starters, a 5'10" senior guard. Number 3, Luke McCarthy.
Isaiah.
A 6-foot senior forward, number 11, Tyler Minetti. A 5'11" junior guard, number 21, Alex Chapanidis. A 6'5" junior center, number 32, Michael Bukel. And a 6'1" junior forward, number 33, Teddy Corcoran. The assistant coach, Mr. Dan Pesco, and the Huskies head coach, Mr. Gary Girella. And now let's meet the 2017-2018 Mamaroneck Tigers. Number 1, Connor Menzel. Number 5, Gavin Zingini. Number 15, Jared Bader. Number 21, Tommy Martin. Number 23, Lucas Coutinho. Number 32, Thomas Plunkett. Number 33, Aiden French. And the Tigers starter. Junior guard, number 3, co-captain Ethan Renner. A 6-foot junior forward, number 20, Shane Smith. A 5'10" senior guard, number 12, Isaiah Thomas. A 6'5" junior forward, number 24, Will Sharpsby. And a 6-foot senior guard, co-captain James Smith. The assistant coaches, Mr. Matt Long, Mr. Greg Cuddy, Mr. Trevor Dizzy, Mr. Robert Cruz, Mr. Dave Lejar, and the Tigers head coach in his 13th season, Mr. Tyrone Carver Jr.
Welcome back, ready for the tip-off. Will Sharkazy for the Tigers, Mike Bukel for the Huskies, and the boys basketball season is underway. Tigers win the tip. It's Shane Smith that picks it up. The Tigers head right into their offensive set. Smith in the wing, up top for Thomas. Renner with it, Manetta. Drives back out. Renner puts up a three, and it's off the iron. Rebound tipped around. Picked up by Sharkazy. Fresh shot clock for the Tigers, who are chewing up clock early. Manetta back out for Thomas. Thought about a long-range three. Sharkazy up top for Manetta. And they get Manetta for steps. There's 38 seconds gone by. Harrison Huskies will have their first possession of the season. Be brought up by Luke McCarthy. Guarded tightly by Thomas. McCarthy to Alex Saipanides. This is Manetti. Manetti drives in, unloads. Basket is up. Teddy Corcoran with the game's first basket. 2-0 Huskies.
Nice assist by Manetti. It's a beautiful play right there by the Harrison Huskies.
Thomas puts up a three, back irons it. Foul on the floor, as it looked like Smith was going up for the rebound. They give possession back to the Tigers here, first foul of the night. Renner has it intercepted, was looking for Thomas, and Manetti stepped in front of it. Long three put up by Saipanides, no good, and shielded out of bounds, Tigers ball. Foul on the floor there.
First foul on Shane Smith.
Personal foul number 20, Shane Smith. That's the first on Smith, first on the team.
So Harrison now, chance to increase their lead. Early stages, first quarter here, just 2-0. Nearly a walk there. Rebound came to Smith, who's fouled as he tried to secure it.
Personal foul number 32, Michael Bukel. His first, team second.
Harrison might have been trying to make a substitution, but they decided against it. Looked like Kaufman was about to come in. This is Sharkazy from beyond three. Ball loose, no one knows where it is. And Corcoran with a good play there, not to roll around with it, that would have been a travel. Instead, McCarthy drives in, dishes to Corcoran, and he's denied.
Nice deflection, nice block right there by the Mamaroneck Tigers.
Quick pace to get things started here. Thomas drives in and fouled on the way up. So the senior guard, Isaiah Thomas, will shoot two. Chance to tie up the game if he can make both.
Foul number 32, Michael Bukel, his second, team's third. Ball on to the Tigers, number 12, Isaiah Thomas, shooting two. For Harrison, number 50,
Seth Jurasevic coming in.
Michael Bukel.
Easily the largest player on the court. We'll see if look for more physical presence underneath the bucket with him in the game. Thomas makes the second. It's 2-1. McCarthy with some crossover moves. This is Tyler Manetti. He puts up a contested jumper, no good. Rebound snatched out by Thomas. That's a held ball. I think that was the right call. Kind of got the hand underneath there, and can't do that.
He went back. He shouldn't have gone back.
McCarthy fouled by Thomas.
First personal on Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, his first, team second.
Both teams in a little bit of foul trouble early here, Peter.
Yeah, they're having a lot of foul trouble here. They got to be very careful they don't get their starters getting out of foul.
Saipanides gets through and stepped out on the baseline.
He stepped on the end line. It's Mamaroneck ball.
I don't know how Saipanides was getting through that traffic, but nearly did.
He could have had the pass earlier, but he couldn't find it.
Renner for Smith. Moneta. Long two, no good. Rebound by Jurasovic. And here come the Huskies. Low scoring battle so far. Lost the handle. Thomas might have got a hand in there. In transition, Shark as he couldn't settle it down. And it'll be a Huskies ball.
Number 15, Jared Bader, number 21.
Jared Bader, Tommy Martin both check in for the Tigers, replacing Renner and Sharkazy.
Sharkazy looked like he was looking to pass the ball, but nobody was over there.
Defenses have ruled the first 3:30 in this one, just 3 points between the two teams. Shot put up there by McCarthy, no good. Rebound is saved, comes to Minetti. And I guess, and if the right call, never hit the basket. And now down to 10 seconds to shoot for the Huskies. McCarthy with 5. Running tightly by Shane Smith, drives in. Spin moves, puts it up in time, no good. Smith had the rebound.
Luke McCarthy has some pretty good ball control. Just can't find the right guy to pass it to.
Look, Isaiah Thomas having a little bit of trouble getting a handle on the ball.
Yep.
He has good athleticism, good moves, but it's the second time he's been called for essentially a double dribble.
And for the Tigers, number 3, Ethan.
Sounds like the Tigers coaching staff wants to tell him that immediately. He checks out, and Ethan Renner is right back into the game. McCarthy from the point. This is Michael Plotkin who just checked in. Plotkin guarded by Martin. No basket, travel the call.
Like you said earlier, Rob, this is a very defensive game earlier on in this moment.
Bader nails the jumper, and just like that, the Tigers are up on top.
And that's the first points for Jared Bader.
McCarthy, left and right, circus shot. My goodness.
And that's McCarthy, like I was telling you before, a great ball player over here in this first quarter.
Bader looking for a three, and he's got it.
Bader's heating up in this first quarter, Rob.
Just as I was about to say, it looked like neither team had any flow on offense. The points have started to come.
5 points for Bader.
Plotkin fouled on the floor.
Like I said, Rob, Jared Bader is heating up there on the court in this first quarter.
He knocked down 2 shots from that angle, 1 for 2, 1 for 3. 5 of the team, 6 points, and came in off the bench. That one juggled. Jurasovic, no shot. I think he got hacked. And he did foul charge to Moneta. This is Minetti. Drives in, puts it up, no good. Got his own rebound, put it back, and one.
The second team's fifth.
That knocks the game up at 6, and Minetti chance to put the Huskies back in front.
Replacing Shane Smith. And on the line for Harrison, number 11, Tyler Minetti. 1 shot.
Sharkazy back in for Smith. Looks like Thomas is ready to check back in after the miss, so he'll have to wait for the substitution. Moneta pushes to Bader, thought about knocking another one down, instead of looks for Renner. He puts up a 3 from straight on, just a hair too long. Rebound was by Jurasovic. Tied at 3 late first quarter. Tied at 6, excuse me. In the corner, open look from 3, Plotkin misses. Rebound by Saipanides, and he puts it up for his first 2. Huskies up 8-6.
Nice rebound by Saipanides with that follow-up right after.
Martin to Bader. Bader tries another. Yes!
And Bader continues his hot shooting. That is 8 for Bader. As he goes for 3 for 3. 2 threes and a 2. Nice shooting today so far for Bader.
Bader has been the bulk of the team's offense. Tigers hope they can keep that hot the whole game. 1:56 left first quarter. Tigers up by 1. We'll be right back. We return out of the timeout. Harrison ball after Jared Bader knocked down another 3.
See if Jared Bader continues his hot shooting.
Manetti thought about a 3, guarded by Renner. Renner gets in his face, almost knocks away the ball. Manetti puts it up, no good. Martin knocks away the rebound and settles it down. Boy, can he move. Martin in traffic. Yes!
What a nice play by Martin. Gets that deflection and then comes all the way down for that layup too.
Cross-court pass picked up by Manetti. He drives in, can't get it to fall. Martin on the rebound.
Martin again with a nice blocking rebound right there. And a deep pass.
Tigers push the action quickly up to Sharp as he his first timeout, much needed, called by Coach Jerry Chavella for Harrison as the Tigers just lit something. Something's on fire. I don't know what's going on. They're up by 5. 1:03 left first quarter. We'll be right back. Back following the Harrison timeout. Both teams have used 1. Tigers going to a bit of a zone press. Huskies break it. Just over the timeline is Manetti off the hands of Jurasovic and out of bounds for a Tiger possession. Solid defense there for the Tigers.
I don't know. He probably could have got an offensive foul on that play. He came in pretty strong on that one.
Renner running the point, up to Bader. Back to Martin, thought about a 3, now Renner. With the inside turnaround jumper and Bader again. Double digits for Bader in the first quarter.
Bader with 11 points early on in this game. Right off the bench, inclusive.
Got a 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Put up by McCarthy, no good. That'll turn off the shot clock. And the Huskies with a fresh possession. McCarthy drives baseline, back to Jurasovic, doesn't finish, gets his own rebound, fouled, and can't get the shot to go, but he'll have 2 shots with 12.7 seconds left in the first quarter.
Mamaroneck foul 15, Jared Bader, his first.
And Peter, 16th foul on the Tigers. That could really, especially factor into the second quarter, as Harrison will be in the bonus right away.
Like I said earlier, the Tigers, if they want to keep their roster going with like starters and with Bader's hot shooting, they got to be very careful with foul trouble because they don't want to lose anybody in this game.
Jurasovic misses the first. One good thing is it seems like they've been sharing the wealth with the fouls. I don't think anyone has more than 2 personal to this point.
It's very true. Bader with his first.
Jurasovic 0 for 2. Tigers chance for one more possession with 10 seconds. Pushed up quickly to Sharp as he back to Bader. Uncontested 3, it's short. And Jurasovic hasn't lose any time for anything. Circus shot at the buzzer.
Almost hit.
Hit the rim, but does not go. And that's how we end the first quarter. Low scoring until the final 3 minutes. Tigers really turned it on. They lead Harrison 15-8. Second quarter coverage coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports.
And we're back here with the Mamaroneck versus Huskies home opener. Jared Bader leads the game with 11 points. The score is 15-8. And here comes McCarthy with the ball. McCarthy pass and it's out of bounds.
Tigers defense has been as much of a factor in their early success as Jared Bader has been. Solid on both sides of the ball so far.
This is very true, Robin. Here comes Renner with the ball. He passes it to Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas with a dribble up to the hot Bader. Bader with a dribble up and in with the easy 2 points with the layup.
Bader looked like he wanted to take a three, but then saw a wide open lane to the basket, and he didn't miss it.
Here comes Luke McCarthy from the Harrison Huskies. He's been playing a very good first quarter, but he can't seem to bring in the 2 points in. With the pass for the 3 by Plotkin, but it's no good. Thomas to bring it in with Renner. Renner bringing it up. Trying to see what he can play up over here. Back to Martin. Martin looking up. Back in there. Oh, but no good for Renner.
Renner had plenty of time to size up that shot. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. And you'll see that in high school. Earlier in the season, the shooting percentages will be a bit lower.
As you see, McCarthy misses another 3. And we got a travel over here by Isaiah. Oh, no, that by Tommy Martin, a travel. What happened there, Robert? That was pretty strange, right coming off the bat right there.
It wasn't challenged, just kind of got stuck on his own 2 feet.
Minetti with the ball, looking what he can do. And an offensive foul on Minetti. Correction. That was not
He
an
was
offensive.
trying to draw it, but I guess the feet were in motion there. Got him for a blocking foul instead.
Yeah.
On the team.
And that puts Harrison in the bonus, so they'll have the 1-and-1 here.
And like we wwere saying earlier, Mamaroneck is really having a lot of foul trouble early on in this first half. Minetti on the first. Josh Cooper over here with McCarthy. Plotkin was having a little issues earlier on in that play.
Tigers doing a really good job, I've noticed, inside the arc, challenging the passing lanes. It's been really hard for the Huskies to get off a clean, crisp pass without it being at least tipped.
The Tigers have been playing excellent defense here in the first half. That's why the score here right now is 17-8, Mamaroneck Tigers. Coming up here, Ethan Renner. Ethan Renner scooping out the field. Tommy Martin fall on the floor.
Tommy Martin hit the deck, there was no call.
Yeah. Luke McCarthy. And another miss by McCarthy. And here comes the Tigers. Nice passes with a nice lay-in by the Tigers. Nice shot in for 2 for Sharkazy.
That was just good ball movement there by the Tigers. Harrison could never catch up.
And Minetti finally gets those 2 in there for the Harrison Huskies. They were needing those crucial 2 points. It was all Mamaroneck coming up to now.
Yeah, they need to convert more of those high percentage shots. A lot of missed layups for Harrison. It's hard to win ball games if you're going to miss those layups.
That's very true, Rob. And Isaiah Thomas missed that 3 ball right there. It was pretty open, but he couldn't get it down. Here comes Luke McCarthy. McCarthy dribbling around Thomas. And he gets fouled once again. Luke McCarthy draws the foul by the Tigers.
That's the one thing that can get Harrison back in this game easily, is they just keep drawing these fouls. They're going to have a ton of free throws and a chance to put a lot of points on the board without even running the clock down.
It is very true, and like I said, if they continue to draw these fouls, they can literally put Mamaroneck in danger of losing their better players. And a miss by McCarthy. Here comes Renner. Bader.
What a move by Martin, just couldn't get it to fall.
I was expecting that to go in, actually.
He also had Thomas open in the corner if he wanted to go that route.
Nice steal right over there by the Tigers. Bader coming up the field. To Thomas, hard three. Look where he was open again on the corner right there. This time on the other side, and he got that three.
It's the same look that he would have had on the previous possession. I think Bader might have known that and was looking for it as soon as he saw it, no hesitation. And then Thomas just nailed it.
And we'll be back right after this timeout by the Harrison Huskies. And we're back here with Mamaroneck Harrison. Harrison bringing up the ball with McCarthy. Actually, this is not McCarthy. They actually made a change with Novak. Novak is coming up, and then McCarthy is there. Who did Novak come in for, Robert?
Looks like Manitti's checked out. I don't know if he was out before, but keep the fresh legs in the game. That last play, that was again the Tigers bottling up the passing lane. They had to make a perfect pass where there actually was no lane to make the pass. That's why the ball went out of bounds.
Very true. And a nice play by Sharkazy. Sharkazy's been heating up now too, actually, after that few plays before.
And if they can get Sharkazy hot from inside and Bader working from outside, I don't know how you defend that.
Harrison's gonna have a lot of trouble there, Rob.
Question, was that a foul or was that a jump ball?
It looks like they called a foul on Mamaroneck.
It looked like a jump ball, but I think the way Smith had his hands around the Harrison player, they went with the foul call, which I think might have been the right call. You can't really bear hug him, whether your hands are on the ball or not.
And up at the free throw is Connor Novak.
This is Harrison's last 1-and-1. Next foul, they'll shoot 2, regardless of whether it's shooting or on the floor.
And Connor Novak nails it in. He goes for the second one. And he goes 2 for 2 on those free throws.
And that's what Harrison needs. You're going to get a lot of free throws for the rest of this quarter. Still 4 minutes left. You got to knock a lot of them down. That's what it comes down to.
Here comes Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas with a pass to Connor. Connor brings it up, and he brings it in. 2 points for Connor Menzel. Nice play by Connor Menzel.
First varsity points for Menzel, so congratulations to him.
Congrats, Connor. Welcome to Varsity Hoops. And he comes back, Mamaroneck Huskies. And, ooh, Sharkazy almost came in with a dunk.
Throw that one down.
Yeah. Benitez with the 2 points right there. And the Huskies
really picked up this last minute.
Huskies is actually now bringing it in with the points. After a very slow first quarter, they're warming up right now here in the second. Here comes Thomas to Sharkazy. Like you said earlier, Sharkazy, if he can heat up down near that rim, and with Bader on the outside, he can have a very complicated game for the Harrison Huskies.
It seems like they're shading more towards the arc, and it's leaving Sharkazy with a ton of room. They're going to have to readjust for Sharkazy, or else, I mean, he's almost caught up to Bader for the team leading points now.
That's very true, and they bring back the big man. Juricevic was right over there. And there he is, Juricevic. Shows his big presence.
32, Thomas Plunkett. Checks in the game, replacing Will Sharkazy.
He's a big presence, but Sharkazy, he's a big, but he's not a huge big, although he just checked out. And the Tigers going a bit more of an outside look here. Looks like Thomas Plunkett is in playing the 5.
Here's his Benitez. comes with the ball. And he gets the offensive foul. Thomas draws the offensive foul from Saipanides.
As the foul, 21, Saipanides.
That's his first one.
First personal, 6-team foul.
And here comes Connor Menzel. The young Connor Menzel, who scored his first 2 points earlier in this second quarter. Martin for 3. Rebounded by Saipanides. Saipanides with the ball, passes it. Almost. Martin goes flying over there. McCarthy to the, and a nice 2 points by Plotkin, who just checked in earlier. Connor. Little air ball by our buddy Bader, who was having a hot hand in the first and now just missed his first shot over there in the second. Nice rebound by Isaiah Thomas. Thomas is bringing it up to Connor. Connor back to Martin. Martin to Bader. Bader in with the 2. Oh, and it just comes out. That's the second foul on Bader. Mamaroneck continues with their foul trouble.
It's their 10th team foul and was offensive, so no shot. Oh, wait. Excuse me, there are shots. I thought there should be.
I thought there shouldn't be.
And there are.
And there actually is one here.
Michael Plotkin shooting.
Plotkin, who scored those 2 points earlier, like a few minutes ago, now comes up with this free throw opportunity for the first one. No good.
And this is something that a lot of teams will go through early in the season, some free throw shooting troubles, some shooting in general troubles. It's just a matter of they've only been practicing for 2-3 weeks.
Ethan Renner checks in.
It's something you'll see both teams get a higher percentage at as the season goes on.
Plotkin misses both shots. Thomas comes in with the 2 ball, and he missed. Gets his own rebound. Thomas dribbling the ball over here, checking out. Now he sees his buddy Martin over here. Passes it to Ethan Renner, who just checked in. Ethan Renner dribbling, back to Thomas. Thomas, nice pass down low to Martin. Tommy Martin with a nice layup. And the assist by Isaiah Thomas. Nice play call right there by the Mamaroneck Tigers. And the Harrison Huskies looked for a nice 3 open shot, but couldn't nail it in. That was Saipanides. And Thomas dribbles the ball back up for the Mamaroneck Tigers. Isaiah Thomas passing back to his buddy Martin. And he gets...
I think he put a second hand on the ball.
Double dribble. Oh, it's a personal foul, actually. Excuse me, on my part.
I didn't see the contact.
Yeah, I didn't see no contact. I thought he was getting called on a double dribble. And then he passes it in. Dribbling it up here is Luke McCarthy. Luke McCarthy has been getting that point guard position, controlling the ball movement here for the Harrison Huskies in these first 2 quarters. Down corner, here's Minetti. Minetti loses the ball by Martin, who's been playing excellent defense here for the Mamaroneck Tigers. Here comes Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas with the dribble. Oh, nice crossover. And down low. Oh, big man, Thomas Plunkett. 2 points for Plunkett. And that's the end of the second quarter. Mamaroneck Tigers 32, Harrison Huskies 17 points, and that's the end of the first half for you. Thank you, and we'll be right back. And we're back with the second half. Mamaroneck Tigers inbound the pass, leading the game 32-17. Yeah, they almost lost that ball very quickly in this start of this game.
Little oopsie by Mineta, but he picked it right up.
Leading the game with points is Bader for the Mamaroneck Tigers. Thomas with the ball. Thought he was going to shoot, but he didn't, and he loses the ball down under.
He had Smith cutting to the hoop. He just couldn't keep the ball in his hands.
Here comes McCarthy for Harrison Huskies. Look, McCarthy's looking around, passes it to Cypernidis, who's leading the way for the Harrison Huskies with points. And another foul again by the Mamaroneck Tigers. We're having a lot of foul trouble in the first half, and now they continue with it in here in the third quarter for the start of the second half.
You know, it's unfortunate for Harrison. Bukel thought that shot was going to fall. Starting off the second half with an and one would have been huge.
Very huge for them.
Now they'll be lucky to get 1 point out of it.
Bukel for his second shot. And he makes it in. Here comes the Tigers. Tigers with Mineta, who passes it down to Ethan Renner. Ethan Renner down low to Thomas with the three, and he misses it. The Tigers get back the rebound. Nice rebound by Sarkozy. And they lose the ball right now, and Harrison Huskies recover. With now coming up the court is McCarthy. Luke McCarthy by the Harrison Huskies has been leading the ball away for the Harrison Huskies as a point guard here. Been leading a very, very good game. Just to can't get the group going on to bring back this game around for them. McCarthy sees the open guy towards the corner. Can't get it down, and a nice rebound by Sarkozy. Sarkozy down to Thomas. Thomas to Renner with an easy 2 points. Nice layup by Renner.
Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas with another assist. Here comes Luke McCarthy. McCarthy down low. They find a wide open Cypernidis. Cypernidis with the ball right there. Guarded by Ethan Renner. Back to McCarthy, who's guarded by Thomas. And Thomas with the steal.
Kind of unfortunate there, he got charged with a foul. Did a good job knocking the ball loose and jump on the loose ball, and actually the foul was going to be against Harrison. So
Thomas with a nice steal, and then he gets fouled by McCarthy. Here it comes the number 11, James Mineta. Passes it to Thomas. Thomas to Renner. Renner. And a missed three by Shane Smith. And Harrison Huskies with the three opportunity, but it gets airmailed.
Harrison, they're down a lot, so you want to go with the outside shot a bit more, but they haven't knocked any down yet. So as much as the game script might dictate that strategy.
But it looked like it was actually deflected. That's why they have the ball back.
Right. Regardless, they haven't been making threes. I don't know why they're going to expect that to change now.
Very true. And Mineta, who's been leading the way with Cypernidis on the points by the Harrison Huskies. Oh, look at this. Scramble. What a scramble down the low right there.
Manini had a solid hold on Shark as the easy call. Surprised it took him that long to call the foul.
The refs have been...
First personal, second team foul.
Here comes the Tigers with the ball, leading the game 34-18. Has been all Mamaroneck Tigers in this game so far. Thomas. Renner. Oh, nice shot by Manetti, but it did not go in. Ball for the Harrison Huskies.
That's a jump ball call.
Possession to Harrison.
Harrison gets the ball right there.
Thirty-second timeout, Harrison.
Harrison calls a timeout. Coach Carter from Mamaroneck is trying to argue, he's not going to get it, but he's trying to argue for a foul on that last play. Thinks his man got pushed. And I think he's going to spend this entire timeout talking to the official. The officials in the Mamaroneck huddle. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Have you?
No, I've never seen this either. I don't know. Looks like Carver really wants to argue that play call.
And Carver's not talking to his team at all here. But I think what he wants to do is you're not going to get that call reversed, but he's trying to get the official aware that that's happening so he can try to get the next call.
Refs have been like, we don't know what they want to call these past few calls. If there's a foul, if there's a jump ball, it's been pretty complicated now by the calls by the refs.
And Coach Carver just the other day on Twitter came out and said that he passed his on-court test to be an official. So he knows it better than anyone, right?
I guess so. If he's going to argue those calls right there, he must know it very well. Harrison with gonna pass it in here to continue this game. Hopefully to see if Harrison can pull off some more points over here. Coming down 34-18. It's gonna be pretty long run, but if they can get hot now is the time, Rob.
More than scoring more points, at the limit turnovers and try to shut down Mamaroneck, which they've had trouble doing.
Oh no, there's a travel call on Luke McCarthy.
Just swarmed 3 guys to the ball. He had nowhere to go with it.
Or did they catch him out of bounds on that one?
And it's hard to tell from here, it's opposite side of the court, what exactly the call was. It might have been step out of bounds.
Here comes
the result. It's the same either way.
Here, Renner. Thomas back to Renner. And they go back again with Thomas. Thomas finds Mineta. Mineta back to Thomas. And there's, and it just hit off the knee of Sarkozy, it looks like.
I think they called it off of Harrison.
Oh, they actually called it off. There must have been another deflection over there. Ethan Renner.
Shot clock doesn't reset, so they have 15 to shoot. They don't
Thomas
need it.
for the 3. And it goes in. First 3 for Isaiah Thomas. Nice shot by Isaiah Thomas from that corner. He's been shooting nice 3s from each corner from both sides actually now. And McCarthy gets those 2 points that he's been looking all night.
Right, and that last play by Mamaroneck is a play they can pull out of their pocket later.
Continues his nice shooting from down under.
That quick inbound and shot so they can pull out later when they're in a maybe 2 seconds left in the shot clock inbound situation.
That was a very quick play by the Mamaroneck Tigers. They saw Sarkozy down and they got him in. And a foul. And the continuing of the fouls by the Mamaroneck Tigers.
And Coach Carver's obviously going to bring his players in and out, try to keep everyone out of foul trouble, but anyone who's got more than, say, 3 fouls at this point probably going to have a seat until at least midway through the 4th quarter.
I agree, Rob, because this game is very lenient towards the Mamaroneck Tigers, so I don't think there's much to worry about as to now because they're up 39-20, up 19 points. I don't think he should worry as much with that foul problem situation, but if it was a close game, maybe we would be
You still don't want you guys fouling out if you can avoid it at all. What was that college team a couple years ago that had a few foul outs and an injury? They had to play with 3 players for like 13 minutes.
But Harrison can't seem to capitalize on the foul problems by Mamaroneck. Well, look at Mamaroneck coming back very quickly once again with Mineta on a nice 2-point play.
Coast to coast goes Mineta, my goodness.
He went east to west right there. And here they come again with Mineta. Mineta wants to find Martin. Martin down under, and he couldn't get it down. Here comes the Huskies. McCarthy, don't go back now in here. Passes it to Plotkin. Martin with the ball.
That ball went off about 3 players before it got to Martin.
And then Martin for 3. 2 misses there in a row by Martin. Here comes the Huskies, McCarthy. And Martin gets the rebound right there. Isaiah Thomas bringing it up.
Tigers just quicker to the ball right now.
Mineta, Martin, thought about going with the 3 again. Mineta. Looking for a guy to start a nice play right here. The Tigers with the big man outside on the corner. Thomas thought about the 3, goes for the 2 instead, but he couldn't get in. But a nice rebound by Mineta. And there goes for the 3. He missed it again, but now here comes the Huskies. Down under is number 32, Vukel, for 2 points for the Harrison Huskies. We got a timeout by the Mamaroneck Tigers, and we'll be right back. And we're back here with the Mamaroneck versus Harrison basketball game. Mamaroneck brings it in with the ball. Here comes James Mineta. James Mineta passes it down to Jared Bader, who was leading earlier in the game with points. Now probably has Sharkazy leading the points away for the Mamaroneck Tigers.
Personal foul number 5, Zephyr Senek, his first, team's 3rd.
Harrison fouls.
Number 21, Tommy
Martin comes up here at the free throw line to shoot 2. Here goes Martin for his first free throw attempt. This is the first shot. Checking in is Ethan Renner for James Mineta. Tommy Martin. This is his second one as well. And here come the Harrison Huskies with Luke McCarthy. Luke McCarthy bringing the ball up. Looking to bring in momentum for the Harrison Huskies, and he shoots it in, but he couldn't make it. Coming down is Jared Bader. Oh, and he goes down and loses the ball. Harrison Huskies recover with the pass. Here comes Cooper. Cooper passes it back to McCarthy, who tries to calm things down to see if they can get some nice points going up here, because they're pretty down over here, Rob.
Certainly as the foul there. Hey, Harrison's having a lot of trouble doing a lot of things right now. He's only got, 5 points in this quarter?
They've been getting a lot of chances with these foul problems by the Mamaroneck Tigers, but if they need to capitalize on these fouls.
They haven't generated chances. I bet that's what Coach Chirella is going to tell his team after this game. Here's what we did well. We generated chances. Here's what we didn't do well. We didn't score on those chances. And it's a simple message and something that Harrison can definitely work on. Any basketball team's going to work on shooting no matter how good or bad it is.
Yes, sir. There goes the travel call. Mamaroneck gets the travel call. And they didn't capitalize once again on the foul. Isaiah Thomas passes it back. He doesn't want to, looks like he didn't want to bring up the ball. So he leaves it to his teammate, Ethan Renner, who actually passes it back to Isaiah Thomas. Renner down low. Bader, and he misses the ball. Almost got his own rebound. But then it got deflected by the Harrison guy.
That's something too, Peter, I've noticed is how many times has Mamaroneck, if they miss a shot, the shooter is the first guy to the ball.
This is very
definitely
true.
Good rebounding instincts on this team.
Thomas, Renner, Bader for 3, and he nails it to continue his hot shooting today.
3-point basket, number 15, Jared Bader.
Bader has been very good off the bench here today, Rob.
He didn't start, but he has played the majority of the minutes to this point. Coach Carver riding the hot hand, can't really argue with him.
Luke McCarthy looking to get something going for Harrison. And he does with a nice two. Let's see how the Mamaroneck can close down this third quarter. Sharkazy. Oh, and it did not go in. And we end the third quarter Mamaroneck 44. Harrison Huskies 24. Mamaroneck with a big 20-point game lead. And we will be back for the fourth quarter. Mamaroneck winning this game.
Welcome back, Rob Moretti here with Peter Vera. Fourth quarter of action underway. Tigers up 20 on Harrison in their home opener. Going to close this one out strong. Bader thought about another three. Drives in as stripped. Last touch by Harrison. It'll remain a Tiger ball.
Jared Bader continues to shoot his hot ball today. It looks like he wants to probably start the next couple of games there, Rob, or I don't know.
He's certainly putting in the effort to show he wants it. Tigers have drained out the clock a little bit. Bader with 10 to shoot. This is Mineta with 7 in the corner. A three put up by Renner, no good. Off the iron, Sharkazy with the rebound, and he puts it in. Sharkazy up to 12 now.
Continues to shoot from down under. He's a big man, so he can rebound and put that ball in again right after.
McCarthy to Vukal.
Huskies got to open up that three ball up now, though, if they want to get back in this.
Pressing. And then a backcourt violation. Smith caught it. So he leapt from over the timeline, caught it, and then established his feet before the timeline. Kind of a complicated call, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can't go back if you're...
Well, he can go back if he establishes his feet before he receives the ball, but he didn't. Cooper tries to unload. Bader got in the way. Pass comes to Renner and could not find Sharkazy cleanly. Back the other way it goes with the Huskies.
The Mamaroneck D has been on point today, Rob.
McCarthy, what a long-range floater.
Luke McCarthy has been doing a great game today.
That was a layup from the free throw line, wasn't it? Tigers break the press. Smith, no shot.
Travel right there.
For the Tigers, number 12, Isaiah Thomas.
It did look like he hesitated a bit when he sensed the pressure, and that hesitation was enough to force him to take an extra step. So back the other way with Harrison, trailing now by 18. And Thomas draws another offensive foul.
Control foul. Number 3, Luke McCarthy. Second personal for the team foul.
That was probably a second offensive foul by Luke McCarthy. He's got to be careful when he comes up with that ball.
Smith across, Bader comes down with it. A little bit of pressure, gets it up to Mineta. Mineta across, Sharkazy underneath.
Sharkazy again shows a big presence down there under.
That one off the hands of Cooper, he settles it down. Got 5 seconds to get over the line, and McCarthy will do just that. Double team, and the pass goes wide of Vukal.
He felt the double team presence right there, Rob. That's why he threw it outside. He had nowhere to go, so he went right out of bounds.
2-2-1 press. Tigers break it. Bader, Thomas, 2 more.
Isaiah Thomas from
Bader with the assist to Isaiah Thomas. Bader has been opening up with the assist ball now too. Thomas continues his shooting as well.
Shane Smith in the face of McCarthy there forces the errant pass.
Like I said, Rob, the Mamaroneck Tigers have been showing a lot of good D today.
He plays Alex Stefanidis.
That's really what Coach Carver usually asks of his teams more than anything. Play defense and don't miss layups, and you'll probably win the game.
Sharkazy
somehow got it to Thomas, who kept his foot in. Bader tried another three. Rebound fought over. Smith had it temporarily, does settle it down. Jumper from Sharkazy is in and out. And Corcoran came up with the rebound. Minetti to Corcoran. Back up top, Minetti, 25 to shoot. Minetti, crossover move.
He kicked the ball.
Dribble.
Looked like he kicked the ball as well.
Yeah, went off his leg and a little bit unfortunate, but if you're gonna make those moves, you have to keep the ball settled on the dribble.
For the presence of the Mamaroneck D probably right there.
Gets across to Thomas with some pressure, gets ahead of it.
Sharkazy
with the foul and one. Sharkazy now your points leader with 16. One more than Jared Bader. Chance to add one more.
Sharkazy is showing that big presence. If he continues to play like this, he's going to have a very good season.
He's not the biggest big, but he moves well underneath the basket. And that kind of counteracts a size disadvantage you may have over some of the bigger centers in the section.
And he gets the +1, Rob. Brings him up to 17 points.
It's a 25-point lead. Timeout, Harrison. They've got a lot to figure out. 4:35 left in regulation. Tigers up 53-28 in the home opener on LMC Varsity Sports. We return. It's a Husky ball following their timeout. Down comes to Minetti, works on Bader and gets the two.
Minetti has been having a good hand today with the points handling for the Harrison Huskies. There haven't been a lot of guys on the Harrison side with points here, so Minetti has been controlling that here with McCarthy and Saipanides.
Bader out to Smith. Thomas now 15 to shoot. Travel.
Let's see if the Huskies can capitalize big time in these last 4 minutes of the game of this home opener.
McCarthy. Cooper. 20 on the shot clock. Minetti partially blocked, but a foul. So that'll send Tyler Minetti to the line for 2 shots.
Mamaroneck foul on 24 was Sharkazy. That's his third personal 14 foul.
Sharkazy's on his third personal foul. He's got to be very careful now in this bottom of the 4th quarter. Only 4 minutes left, but he's got to be very careful.
That one rims out.
Number 21,
Saipanides checks back in for Vukal.
Replacing Michael Vukal.
And then he hits the second. Harrison back in the press. Tigers right through. Thomas waits for his teammates. This is Mineta. Not sure what the call was. Was it an offensive foul away from the ball?
Foul, number 11, James Mineta. Third personal.
It was actually on Mineta.
Team foul.
Did he push off maybe?
It looks like. 'Cause I couldn't even tell
Lost
if he
the
did it.
handle. Bader had a hand on it, but Harrison gets it back. McCarthy trying to get through, and he travels. And they changed it. Blocking foul. The second official
Personal
came
foul,
in.
number 12, Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas.
That's his second personal. 6th team foul. Harrison ball underneath.
They were looking for the travel. Well, Mamaroneck was looking for the travel, but they got a call on the foul right after.
Thomas trying to sell the charge there, didn't get it.
McCarthy.
Loose ball on the ground. Smith unloads to Sharkazy. Tigers can break it out. Bader in stride for 2 more.
Jared Bader leads the game now with points.
Tied with Sharkazy, 17 each.
he finally shows his presence down.
Don't you love that if you're Coach Carver, that kind of balance? As a long 3 misses, Sharkazy touched it first, Smith settled down. Your 2 points leaders are an outside shooter and you're big. And Bader,
He draws a foul.
definitely fouled there, led in by 2 players.
Bader has been showing everything today. He really wants that starting position. It looks like.
He just caught the ball and held it and waited for them to land on him. He knew he'd got a foul out of it.
He's drawing fouls, he's shooting threes, he's shooting layups. He's trying to get some steals.
He's had several assists.
He's been playing a very good home opener today. Sharkazy checks out. Getting a nice hand by the Mamaroneck crowd.
He's had a nice game, and Aiden Frank's a chance here to get his first varsity action.
Bader thought for 3.
Tigers playing a bit more methodical here, waste some clock out. Smith to French. French back to Bader. Bader drives in, puts it up, and rolls out. And I think that's a foul. French got a hand on Plotkin as he settled the rebound. And that is the 7th team foul, so I think that's going to send the Huskies to the line with a 1-and-1 at will.
First team 7. Number 5, Gavin Zingini. Number 32, Thomas Plunkett.
Bader
Zingini
checks
and
out, and he gets a little nice hand of ovation by the Mamaroneck crowd.
Zingini and Plunkett into the game for the first time.
Michael Plunkett shooting 1-and-1.
So who do you like so far as the players of the game for this home opener, Rob?
It's hard to choose, but I think it's got to be either Bader or Sharkazy. Choose between the two. I don't think you can go wrong either way.
I agree with you, Rob, because both guys have been showing great movement from both defense and offense, getting boards, getting steals, getting points.
Plotkin goes 2 for 2 from the line. And they get Menzel for steps with 2:11 to play. Inbound comes to Plotkin. He's in some traffic, tried to unload it, and it's off the hands of Cooper, and the Tigers will get it back.
Looks like Coach Carver is trying to try out these new guys because Mamaroneck has a pretty good lead, so you don't want to risk it if it was a very close game.
But why not, with a big lead, get some of your second stringers a chance, especially the ones who are in their first varsity season. As Plunkett couldn't get that one to fall. Lucky he didn't get charged with a foul. And Saipanides able to dig it out of the corner. Saipanides drives in, back out to Novak. This is Cooper. Saipanides. Spin move. Pass inside. Vukul couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Menzel. 3 put up by Zingini, just off. Foul underneath the basket. And it
Is this
looks like
Zingini's first game too, Rob?
It is.
French is second, team's 8th.
Yeah, first game for Menzel, Zingini,
Coutinho.
and Coutinho, who just checked in for his first action, as well as Plunkett and French.
Coach Carver is trying to test the waters on everybody today with that big lead. 22 points by Mamaroneck. Very big lead.
Cooper hits the front end of the 1-and-1, his first point of the night. Couldn't hit the second, rebound by Zingini. This is Coutinho. Some traffic, gets it back to Zingini. Zingini to Menzel. Final minute, Menzel drives in, couldn't get it to go. Loose ball in the court, picked up by Saipanides. Saipanides puts up a rainbow three, no good. And Menzel with the rebound.
We are on the last few seconds of the game.
Zingini with his first varsity points.
Tigers score.
From Menzel.
Zingini gets his first points there, Rob.
Shot clock is about a half second behind the game clock. Three put up by Cooper, that's no good. No three-pointers hit by Harrison tonight as the shot clock is turned off.
Plunkett with that rebound.
Menzel gets fouled there, not entirely sure why. But that will, for the Tigers in the bonus, and Menzel will have a 1-and-1.
Connor Menzel, 1-and-1.
We got 13.5 seconds left to go in this game. So have you decided yet, Rob, who is your MVP for this game?
As he misses, tough to decide. Matter of whether you prefer the three ball or the big man inside. He will toss a coin. That three-pointer is off. The final rebound by Plunkett, and then your final score, Mamaroneck 57, Harrison 34 in the home opener. Peter, Mamaroneck really impressive at all facets of the game in their first game of the season.
Very true. Mamaroneck showed a lot of great moments in this game. Harrison could have capitalized this game, but they couldn't. Mamaroneck was in a lot of foul trouble today, and Harrison did not capitalize that at all. This could have been a very close game if Harrison could have made some free throws and capitalized on some nice twos or threes. But Mamaroneck took this one.
Well, make sure you stick around for the post-game show. Interviews, analysis, and more. That coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports. Stick around.
We're back here with LMC TV Varsity Sports. Mamaroneck Tigers just won here today. A big game by their home opener, but we had a very good game by our leading scorer, Jared Bader. And we're here today with the man of the match, Jared Bader. What did you do today? You were on fire.
Well, I wasn't starting, so I made it my mission to just help the team as much as I could and go all out. So that's what I did. Clearly it worked, so I'm just going to keep it going throughout the season.
So this is the first home opener match, and Jared was all over the court. He was having some nice steals, rebounds, and points. So what are you looking on for the rest of the season? Are we going to continue with that?
Yeah, and I also want to improve my defense a lot more. I feel like I can really build up defense more. I feel like my offensive game is kind of there. I just need to get more on the defensive end, get more into it.
Back on the post-game show now, joined by Tigers coach Tyrone Carver. Coach, it looked like things were kind of a little slow the first few minutes of the game. It was like 2-1 for a while, and then you put Jared in, and all of a sudden the points start flying on the board.
Our quiet assassin. Yeah, I thought we pressed a little bit too much early. I think we wanted to win the season in the first 3 or 4 possessions. But I think we locked in and we was able to make some plays there. Jared obviously coming off the bench is huge for us. And made some plays and he kind of got us going there.
And then you get Jared working from the outside, and then Will Shark as he starts showing some really key effectiveness underneath the basket. How much tougher does that make your offense to defend?
It makes us that much tougher. It does. Definitely having that interior presence in terms of Shark and being able to have our guards and Jared knocking down some crucial shots there is definitely gives us something that we look forward to having moving forward.
The team as a whole really looked like they were performing well today in all facets of the game. How happy are you with being able to start the season off on the right foot like that?
Definitely. Every win is so difficult to get. So to be able to get one here in front of our own crowd is definitely something, starting the season off on a good note. But we got some things that we definitely need to work on before Friday.
Rob Moretti and Peter Vera here back on the postgame show, wrapping up a 57-34 win by Mamaroneck over Harrison in the opening game of the winter season. And Peter, we've said it all really. Jared Bader comes off the bench, and all of a sudden the Tigers are off to the races.
Yeah, it was a very slow start in the first quarter, but the moment Jared Bader came in, Mamaroneck just took off. Jared Bader came in, and he was just shooting threes. He was all over the place. He was helping out with steals, rebounds, anything he could do. That's why he was our man of the match today. But we had a lot of help down under with Will Sharkazy too. He showed his presence very well today as well in this first home game.
So the Tigers improved to 1-0 on the young season. Harrison starts off 0-1, and that will do it for us here on LMC Varsity Sports tonight. The camera crew on today's game: Matt Myersing, Jareel Semister, and Sasha Mitch. One more time, alongside Peter Vera, I'm Rob Moretti. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the hockey team's home opener. The Mamaroneck Tigers host Suffern in a grudge match from last year's section final. That's next on LMC TV.